We live.
What's good, YouTube? We are back again once again today, people. Today we are here for another Round Breakers podcast. How y'all feeling tonight?
What's good, everybody? It's your boy GT here to bring you guys another Round Breakers podcast night. Talos will not be joining us
He did.
tonight. Don't say that. At the moment, we just letting him rest more than anything.
Yeah, homeboy got a new job and it's killing his ass. So
Yeah, it is. So tonight is actually just gonna be like a pre-chill night tonight.
yeah,
Considering that we have well, I mean, we have been sticking to it, but it honestly feels like we hadn't done a podcast in a minute.
yeah. Now that we actually started doing them like once, like twice a month now. It's kind of like it feels weird not doing it every single Friday. Because
Right.
we did it every single Friday for a while. We did it every single Friday for about a month and a half, right?
Yeah.
We did it every single Friday, like a month and a half, and we just got used to that formula. So now we're still trying to get used to this new formula, like twice a month. It feels kind of better doing it twice a month. That way we can really think on stuff and stuff like that. It feels, like it gives you something more to anticipate. So
Yeah. Because the last one we did was actually it was pretty tragic.
yeah,
Us losing Stanley and stuff.
yeah, oh God,
And honestly, as of right now, those effects, people are still feeling that.
yeah. And then we just had two other creators pass. We had actually three. Um, We had two. We had the Studio Ghibli. One of the Studio Ghibli one of their creators. He also passed. He passed at 98, and it hit. Well, right now Nickelodeon is getting hit hard, like real hard right now. The creator of SpongeBob has passed. That he passed that. He passed. He was 57. So yeah, everybody's. It's a sad day at It's a sad day at Nickelodeon right now.
Very sad day.
So even like all these cartoons, like he was a big, he was just out of American cartoons and stuff like that. He was big. Like he put he kind of like he Nintendo, he put Nickelodeon back on the map. SpongeBob been here since the 90s and it's still going. SpongeBob has over 20 seasons and it's still going strong. Like it still has a huge fan base. Like SpongeBob is basically the Mickey Mouse of Nickelodeon. Like he's SpongeBob is the face, basically is the face of Nickelodeon right now. So yeah, I see all these sad SpongeBob memes going around and stuff like that. It's tragic. A channel that I watch called the Roundtable. The Roundtable, they talk about everything animation. They talk about anime, cartoons, Pixar, Disney movies. They talk about all that stuff. And like they went after they made a video talking about how he's passed and stuff like. They made a whole tribute video to him. And for the rest of the week, well, for like another 2 days, they didn't upload anything in tribute to him. Like they didn't upload anything. So also, Butch Hartman, the creator, the creator of Fairly Odd Parents, Tough Puppy, Danny Phantom, that guy. He made a whole tribute video to him. Steve Hillenberg. That's his name, Steve Hillenberg. He made a whole tribute video to him, and he was actually talking about how they were friends and they did work. They worked in the same studio together for years, and They kind of worked closely together, and he talked to the guy a lot. So he kind of he felt like a friend of his was gone. So everybody, like a lot of people are, you know and people are already feeling the effects of Stan Lee, and then out of nowhere this other person passes, and it's
It's a lot to take in.
yeah, it is, especially when it happens rapidly. Like it just happens rapidly. So
Tucker, for you asking us, have we seen the news? Clearly, I believe I already know what you're talking about.
news about what?
I think about the delivery guy getting murdered.
Oh, I ain't hear about that.
You ain't hear about the delivery guy that got murdered here?
No,
Yeah,
damn. Like here, like in Albany, or just in Georgia?
here in Albany.
Damn. Hmm.
Yeah, I also heard about the earthquake also. So here's the thing. I don't watch the news.
I
I
mean,
really don't.
yeah, yeah. You don't. The news is everywhere. The news is all over social media as well. So a lot of times when we see like news or news broadcasts and stuff like that on the internet or TV, we just scroll past it.
Right.
I mean, yeah, like now the news is a little bit more. The news it ain't all fucked up. You know, it ain't all bad news and shit, but majority of it is, and the bad news always outweighs the good, and it puts a bad taste in people's mouth, and that's why we just scroll past. You know, we really don't. It seeing watching the news and seeing all this bad news come up to you can really ruin a person's day, especially if they're already having a bad day. So it
That's why I
kind
don't
of
really bother. That's why
yeah. So
I honestly do not really
that's so
bother
for
with
me.
watching the
That's why I
news.
kind of for me. That's why we kind of stir past a few things. I may watch something. I may watch something here and there, but it's once in a blue moon. It's like it ain't frequent at all. But if I may watch something, if I do, if every time I do, it always fucks me up. So I'm trying to steer past all that. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm really not. You really don't be wanting to deal with like negativity and things like that.
yeah. I've left social media. I've left social media I've left social media for months because of just massive negativity. Every time I scroll, it's something bad or negative happening. So I just log out. I've done it where I've just logged out of everything. Like I've logged out of my Facebook, my Snapchat, my Instagram. Only thing I kept up was YouTube. Like I logged out of all that stuff, and I just like I was gone from it for like a good 2 3 weeks, almost 2 3.5 weeks. Like,
It's ridiculous.
yeah, and it kind of felt good. It kind of felt good to like log off of stuff and focus on other things. It was kind of cool. It was kind of okay. Not it was kind of cool not sitting there and hearing my phone blow up with notifications and stuff like that. So and stuff going on. So I mean, I still talk to people. I still was texting and talking to folks. It was just I wasn't on Facebook and whatever like that. So. But yeah, enough of the sad shit. Enough of the fucked up shit. Let's talk about something funny.
Well, before we go into the positivity, and this is just on some real shit, Netflix canceled Daredevil.
Yeah, I wonder what's going. I wonder what's going
First,
on with that.
first Iron Fist, then Luke Cage, which was surprising because a lot of people like Luke Cage.
Yeah, that got a lot of good reviews and stuff like that.
And then just go out the way and cancel Daredevil also. Oh. So the only thing that's left of Netflix Marvel is the Punisher and Jessica Jones and the Defenders. But Toxic came up with a theory believing that the reason why these are being canceled is so they can focus more on the Defenders.
Yeah, because okay, basically the Defenders is their show. The Defenders is their version. Well, they are Marvel, but they're part of the They're not part of this. They're not part of the movie universe. They're part of
They're
like
not part of the cinematic
yeah. They're
universe.
part of the show universe. Like they're still in the same universe, but they're part of the show. They're like side stories. There's stuff that's happened. They're like side stories because that like most of these characters become Avengers anyway later on, but whatever. Fuck it. Basically, from what I'm thinking is okay. The Defenders is basically their show where all of them team up, where Iron Fist, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage all team up, but they become a team called the Defenders. So that also kind of ties in with Punisher. They're connecting all of them. They also kind of ties in with Punisher, but I feel like they're canceling. Oh, I don't feel like they're canceling them. I kind of feel like just putting them on hiatus because when you like, what I'm thinking is they can't film like the guy who does Luke Cage can't film Luke Cage and the Defenders at the same time because an episode takes like 6 months to come out. Well, not 6 months, but basically like a week or so to come out, and they're both going to air at the same time. So yeah, both those episodes he's in are going to air at the same time. They can't do that. So probably just putting their shows on hiatus so they can work on Defenders and do that and probably do like a season, probably do like one season of Defenders, and then they all go back to their shows, their separate shows, so they can focus on Defenders. I mean, that would make sense to me. I mean, because those shows make a lot of money, so why just cancel them?
But
Those shows.
but another reason that another theory that people are having. Basically what Tucker said, you're saying that Disney's just pulling out, but that's the thing. Because for those of y'all that don't know, Disney is getting its own streaming service, and if you trying to make a quick buck on trying to put on trying to put the Marvel shows on there, that's a horrible business decision.
Yeah, because those are live action and they're kind of gritty. And if you're making a Disney streaming service, you're probably just gonna put like Disney movie. You're probably gonna put all the Disney movies, like the old stuff, like you're gonna put all the classic shit on there. That's a given. All the classic Disney stuff is gonna be on there. You're also gonna put newer. You're gonna put newer age Disney stuff. Newer age, like all these newer shows and all these other newer shows that come on Disney. And some of the cartoon series, like the regular cartoon series. Only thing Marvel I see them putting on there is the animated stuff, like the animated movies and the animated shows and stuff like that. Those can go on. Those can go on there. That's animated Marvel. That's cartoons. Those are animated cartoon Marvel cartoons. You could put those on there, but it would have come down to the live action type of stuff. Those shows are gritty. Those shows are edgy. There's death. There's blood. There's violence. And you're putting that on a Disney streaming service? No. Disney right now, y'all can't pull in it. Y'all Disney, please do not pull a Nintendo.
Oh, you
Please do
mean
not pull.
how they're basically putting almost any game on the Switch?
Yeah, they put like Nintendo's putting everything on the freaking Switch. They're putting Warframe, they're like Warframes on the
Warframe.
Switch. Fighter Z is on the Switch. Fracture Butthole and Stick of Truth. Those South Park
On
games,
the Switch.
they're on the Switch, and South Park is South Park.
Right.
So is it so like right now like Disney do not pull a Nintendo because there gonna be some parents. There's gonna be one kid that's gonna be sitting there on this Disney streaming service watching Luke Cage, watching this big buff black nigga beat the shit out of a whole bunch of other people, and him getting shot at with guns and stuff, and the bullets flying off his ass, and the bullets fly off and ricochet and shooting other people in the head. Yeah, don't put that on there. That's that. Keep that on Netflix, okay? You put your Marvel shows on Netflix unless Marvel says, "Hey, fuck it, we want our own streaming service." We say, "Fuck it, we gonna pull a DC." So just keep all the Marvel live action shows and live action shows and movies on Netflix.
Which I must also say is a very horrible business decision as well on DC's part.
I mean, right now the whole DC thing is kind of a success. So
Now,
yeah, because it's like it's got shit. It's all out on there now. Plus
yeah, I know
plus
you got
plus
Titans, you got
Harley Quinn's getting Harley Quinn's got her own show on there now too. Harley Quinn's got her own new show. She's the main character. Her and Poison Ivy are like the main characters, and it's like
oh
her
they
show. It's like
oh they
yeah, it's like
going
her
that
own show.
verse.
What's up?
I said, oh, they going to that verse because there is a verse where Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy are like best friends.
No, they're dating, like they girlfriends.
Dating, yeah, I know, dating, best friends, regardless.
Yeah, they like yeah. They're that's a whole thing where it's basically all about her and Ivy trying to break out of jail and shit. But yeah, Harley Quinn's got her own new show. Then we
Oh wait,
got
I've seen that trailer.
yeah, yeah. Harley Quinn's got her own new show. My girlfriend's so happy. But yeah, it's like it's kind of it's I don't know. They're not I don't know. They're not putting the movies on there like the DC movies. They're not putting those on there. But like all the shows, like Arrow, like all the shows like Arrow, Flash, Arrow, Flash, fucking Supergirl, they on there. I mean, those are still. I mean, yeah, they're on there, but those are still on. Those are still on Netflix too. Like I can watch Flash right now on Netflix. But yeah, it's like that shows and that streaming service is pretty lit.
For
Yeah,
now,
as long as they keep adding shit.
just because you keep adding shit don't mean it's gonna be good.
I mean, DC's fan base is just as big as Marvel's because you got people who like both. So
Yes, Tucker Young Justice is coming back, but it's gonna be on the DC streaming service. It's not gonna be on TV.
it'll be on TV. I think it'll be on TV.
On what channel?
Probably if probably most likely probably be on Adult Swim. I mean, it'll be on. I mean, if it's DC, the Cartoon Network gonna be like, hey, can we get that too? So, all right, put it on Adult Swim because this season right here is gonna be.
If I was DC, I would have said no.
Shit, fuck it. I might put it on Toonami.
Like I said, if I was DC, I would have said no. And the only reason why I would say no is because of the simple fact of what you did with it last time we gave it to you.
I mean, yeah, but if it's on Adult Swim now, if it's on Adult Swim, they're gonna treat it better. I mean, yeah, Adult Swim and Cartoon Network are the same, are like in the same type of, are basically the same company. But Adult Swim is actually gonna pull forth and do good with that show. The reason why, the reason why Young Justice was canceled in the first place was merchandise. It wasn't selling toys. It wasn't selling shirts. It wasn't selling that.
Exactly my point. So why would we give it to you again?
And plus,
If that is your standard on what you think is going to be a successful show because the merchandise isn't selling, why would I give you my series again?
I mean, that's kind of like with a lot of series. That's not just with, even with just with Cartoon Network. That's not even just with Cartoon Network. If it ain't selling shit.
But that's the thing. I'm not saying it's with Cartoon Network. I'm saying with the network in general. If what is means of my show's success is that the merchandise is selling, and if it's not selling, you want to cancel my show, knowing that my show has a cult following. Why would I want to give you my show again? I'm not saying this is just Cartoon Network. I'm saying this is networks in general that follow through with that formula. Why would I want to give you my show again? You knew my show had a cult following. You knew my show was loved by true fans and new fans. But yet, just because my show don't sell T-shirts or any of that stuff, Why would I give you my show again if I feel like that's exactly what you're gonna base the success of my show off of?
I mean, well, you're right. You know, it's not just merchandise. It's people. It's like people wasn't watching it. It was like not enough people are watching this show. It's like, yeah, it might have
And yet, but that's another thing. You're saying that not enough people are watching it. If not enough people are watching it, how come there's a high demand that people want it back? If not enough people watching it.
because, you know, enough people watching it now as it. Because I mean, people didn't care. I mean, right now, a lot of people like didn't really care until it was gone. You know, because it was like the rate, like it ratings went down for the show. Like eventually, like ratings went down. Like people were still watching it, but ratings went down every year to where like it's getting lower and lower and lower. People are starting to stop watching it because first of all, and plus a lot of that season was long. Like some of the stuff be long, and people get bored, and people like, oh, this story's taking long and stuff like that. So people just stop watching it. People stop buying the stuff and stuff like that. So
But like
over
I
time,
said,
over time, people just lose interest.
but like I
So
okay. Well, over time, since people lost interest, I'm gonna say it again. Why was there a high demand for it to come back? If people lost interest, if it got canceled, shouldn't they not give a fuck if it got canceled?
probably because of the ending, how that ending was, how it ended just on a cliffhanger like that. I hated that. The whole Black
But
Beetle shit. It's
but that's
like,
the thing. But that's what I'm saying. Like I said, you saying because of the ending and because of the cliffhangers and all that stuff. What I'm saying is because I'm listening to what you're saying. But what I'm saying is when it comes to a show, especially a show like that, whether people whether people get tired of it over time or not enough people are watching it and things like that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like if it comes to this where you finally bring back the series and a lot of people are happy about that. Like a lot of people are happy when they heard that Young Justice was coming back, me included. Now, true, I didn't watch it on Cartoon Network. Why? Because I didn't watch Cartoon Network. Now, like I said, if it does come on TV, that's cool. But when it comes to a network like Cartoon Network, I don't think it need to be on there. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because Cartoon Network has changed, and it has changed a lot. Like, okay, some of your best shows are gone now. Adventure Time's done.
Adventure
Steven
Time.
Universe is just
Adventure.
Steven Universe is just around the corner.
No, we getting about 4 more seasons of Steven Universe.
Well, regardless of whether you get 4 more seasons or not, and besides, you really don't know if we get 4 more seasons or not. Tate Kubo said, "Hey, I want to make Bleach continue for another 10 years," but look what happened.
Now, cool. That's a whole different ball game. That's anime shit. That's a whole different ball game. That's Japan and shit. Nah, I
No, that's
mean,
media.
but think about it. Okay, like
That's
cartoon. Think about it.
media.
When it comes out to Cartoon Network, but their best shows that make their best shows are Teen Titans Go, whether you like it or not. Their best shows are Teen Titans Go and Teen Titans Go, Steven Universe. Shit, it's like 4 more. Gumball was one of them. Like whenever a new show comes, they promote that show like a motherfucker. Especially Steven Universe, they promote that show like a motherfucker. That show wasn't even supposed to last this long. That show was supposed to last 3 seasons. Now we on 5, going on 6, and they promote that show like a motherfucker. So Steven Universe ain't going nowhere. Teen Titans Go, that ain't going nowhere. Well, it's getting there. It's like that show has like 7 seasons, a movie. Yeah, 7 seasons, a movie, and like 12 specials. And now it's got another special coming out where they're meeting the original Titans. So that shit's shit. But I mean, with Cartoon Network, they gonna promote that shit. They gonna promote that show and play it on the appropriate times where people are home to watch it.
Give me a minute,
Especially,
Toxic. Give me a minute. Tucker, we did not start on season 3 yet. We said we was gonna do that, but a lot of shit came up. That's where
yeah, we
we
start
are.
watching other
And,
shit.
and I no, we ain't started watching other shit, Toxic. You forgot.
I ain't forget.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you're right. I did forget because I started because Black Clover season 2 started, and then new Tokusatsu stuff came out. So I was like, I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put.
Okay, so that's all you gotta say. We didn't watch Attack on Titan. A lot of stuff has occurred. Not to mention my finals week getting ready to come up, so I ain't really had time to watch any anime to be honest. So, okay, Alex, I agree with you about bringing back the old Teen Titans. There was a Easter egg of the at the end
Yeah,
of
of
the Teen
them.
Titans movie of them saying that I think there's a way for us to come back.
Yeah, we found a way to come back. The thing about it is because of Teen Titans Go and how popular it was, Cartoon Network actually brought back the original Teen Titans show and started playing it every day, like at least 4 to 5 times a day, and kids watch that and they like that too. Like they brought that show back and kids started watching that, and it was like and they played that they had like a whole like day where they played Go and they played the original Teen Titans like back to back for like a half a day for like a month, and kids love the original Teen Titans and they love Go. So it's like I haven't like my kids at the Y. They like both. They asked me about it. He said, hey, I like Go. One of my kids' name's Adrian. He's like, hey, I like Go. I watch Go if I want to laugh, but if I want to watch some hardcore fighting, I'm gonna watch the original too. And I love that. I love to hear kids say that type of stuff. I love kids who have the respect. I love people who have respect for the original, like the new shit, but still respect the original shit. I like that. But yeah, I mean, like they still give the original Teen Titans show some love. It ain't dead. I mean, it ain't dead. Like the following's still there, and they still play it. Still comes on, so they give it some love. Only time with the original Teen Titans show will die forever if they put that shit on Boomerang.
It's not that old yet.
Think about it is all the other shows, Dexter's Lab, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Grim Adventures, Codename Kids Next Door, Johnny Bravo. Those shows are on Boomerang,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what? I'm like, oh shit! This where they like original Pop-Up Girls? That shit's all on Boomerang now. So you have
But
to have
then
Boomerang to
again,
watch them.
but then again, with Boomerang, they're kind of like partnered with Cartoon Network, and Teen Titans is more DC than it is Cartoon Network. So it honestly wouldn't make sense if Teen Titans did show up on Boomerang.
I mean, when it came down to it, most of all the DC, most well, not all of them, most of all the DC shows were on Cartoon Network. Only one that was on, only one that was on, the only one, well, one of the only ones that was on both. Batman Beyond was on Kids WB. Oh shit, I ain't heard that in a while. Batman Beyond was on Kids WB, then it got ported over to Cartoon Network. So it's like most all the DC shows were on Cartoon Network first. But I feel like no, they got too much respect for. I feel what you're saying though. I feel like we got too much respect for that show for it to end up on Boomerang.
But just because it's on Boomerang don't mean it's bad.
I mean, it ain't. No, I ain't saying it's bad. I'm saying Boomerang is like they getting ready to scrap Boomerang anyway because they ain't getting shit. Like
Yes, Tucker, I am gonna do more Goblin Slayer. Like I said, I honestly do not have time to watch a lot of anime at this point. So probably once my finals week is over, I'll probably be throwing out my reactions and stuff.
we need a collab, and we gonna collab, go react to it together.
This is just from my channel.
I know what I'm saying. We need a collab.
I mean, I already watched it.
How you feel about it?
I don't care. Hey Kim.
Hey
Like,
Kim.
like, honestly, when it comes to Goblin Slayer, I guess I better say my first impressions on it. Okay,
Throw in the tea.
Goblin Slayer. Slayer.
Slayer.
Okay, so people, it is not gonna be the darkest anime in history. Let's go ahead and kill that. Let's go ahead and kill that theory
Yeah, it's
right
not.
now.
It ain't nothing new.
It is not going to be the darkest anime series in history.
This coming from
It is not.
this coming from seasoned anime fans who've seen a lot of shit. You
Right.
know.
This is not. This is literally not going to become like the darkest anime in history. You want to know something funny? What people don as the darkest anime in history, you can't even find a copy of it. Um, um, but but what I'm saying is, you can't even find a copy of the darkest anime, one of the darkest anime series ever. Apparently, there's an anime series out there where a little girl falls in love with her rapist.
Oh shit. I
So yeah,
I think I've heard of that. I haven't seen it. I think I've heard of it.
no, I've heard it. I haven't seen it. Why? Because you can barely find it. And even if you do find it, you ain't gonna find the subtitle.
No. America ain't subbing that shit. Fuck that.
I mean, like I said, like there's a dark anime series where a little girl at that, I think she's almost 13, falls in love with her rapist.
I'm probably going through the whole series defending that nigga.
Stockholm syndrome and all that bullshit.
Yeah. Nigga. For me, after watching I can handle some gore. Like I ain't no squeamy motherfucker. Whether it
Let me
be
just be real with. Oh yeah, let me just say something else about it. Goblin Slayer don't have gore. It's just that one little rape scene that everybody's so fucking surprised about.
yeah.
Now, yes, I will give it this. I will give it this. And this is just also real shit. The deaths are brutal.
They
But
are.
then again, these characters ain't even main characters. They're side characters. You ain't gonna really never see these characters like that.
You ain't gonna give a fuck. You ain't gonna give a fuck about them.
Exactly. So in all honesty, you're not going to like develop an emotional attachment to the character.
Yeah, they just some random
So
niggas. They just some random niggas that fucked up.
so that's honestly what it is. Now Berserk is different. Because something happened to one of the girls named Casca or Casca, however the fuck you pronounce her name. Casca. When it comes to her, she's the main character.
Yeah.
And to see that happen to a character who you grew to know and
Love.
understand and all that stuff, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, I mean, you can put it in, but you can put in all the gore and all that shit as much as you want to, but it's not.
Oh yeah.
If I don't like this kid, if I didn't if this isn't my favorite character or one of the main cast or something like that, or a character that doesn't deserve to die, shit like that, and you kind of like seen this character go through shit and build through shit, and they die in a horrible way, you know, then I'm gonna give a fuck. But if it's just some randos that's getting killed and raped and pillaged by some damn goblins and shit, I'm gonna feel like, oh, I'm gonna be like, God damn, holy shit. That's what I'm gonna be saying. But I'm not gonna really give a
Oh.
fuck about these characters.
Oh, and let me say this, and honestly, I don't give a fuck. I ain't feel sorry for the baby goblins at the end of the motherfucking episode. I ain't feel sorry. I ain't give a fuck. I did not care. I didn't care that motherfucker bashed their skulls open. I didn't give a good goddamn, bro.
He he
Okay,
ain't give he ain't
look.
give a fuck
Okay,
fuck.
okay, look. So here's the thing on what I seen. I watched reactions of people doing their reactions on Goblin Slayer, and when it came to the part about the goddamn baby goblins, like, oh no, don't kill him! I like the fuck. No, fuck them up.
Yeah, yeah. Them goblins was dicks. Them goblins was niggas. Them goblins was dicks, dog. I don't get. I
No,
wipe out they race, nigga.
right. I'm talking about the baby and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I will give it to Goblin Slayer. He's not one of those characters who's like, oh, there are no such thing as good goblins or any of that stuff. No, he told the girl, he was like, oh yeah, you could probably find one, but it's very rare. Until then, the only good goblin is the ones that don't come out their motherfucking hole. And that's my experience on the first reaction of Goblin Slayer.
My experience, I feel the same way this nigga do.
I do not care.
Yeah, I ain't.
And
I
another
watch.
thing,
I don't want. I ain't got no. I ain't really got no interest in it.
here's one thing that animes always do, and I hate it. Keep the same damn energy you had in the first episode and don't let it die. Keep that same fucking energy. Keep it. God damn it. Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy. The same goddamn energy. Do not wait. You say elaborate?
Yeah, elaborate for the folks that don't understand.
Okay, here's what I mean by keep the same energy. When it comes to an anime series, yes, I know the first episode, every single first episode of an anime, their main fucking thing to do is to pull you in.
Establish a story.
No. Seeing as I am a quote unquote seasonal watcher of anime, most animes don't do stuff based on stories. They do it based on characters.
Yeah.
Goblin. That's why I love Durarara so much, because it's not really a story per se. It's more on what is centered around the character and what they're going through, and that's what I like. Now, going to Goblin Slayer. Goblin Slayer was trying to produce a story. A story. That means, hey, pay attention to the story, not much more the characters. Because they pulled that. Because there's this anime called Gare Zero, if I'm not mistaken. At the very beginning, they did the same thing that fucking Goblin Slayer did. Got a whole bunch of fodder characters, but the one thing Gare Zero did do, it made you care about these characters. Like, these characters had personality in the first episode. Cause you thinking, oh shit, they're gonna be the main characters. No, they get killed off at the very first episode. I mean, at the end of the very first episode, and it is brutal. It is fucking brutal. And when I seen that shit, I was like, damn, I thought these was gonna be the main characters. Nope.
This is the world we live in.
Yes. Now, Goblin Slayer per se, I ain't give a fuck about these characters. I didn't even give a fuck about the goddamn girl who can heal. They all naive little shits. Like, they all naive as hell. And you want to know something funny?
They were cocky too.
No, wait. And you want to know something funny? One of the characters literally said, and I quote, "Man, hunting goblins is gonna be a breeze."
Oh man, it's the first time hunting goblins. Man, this finna be a breeze.
And I'm sitting up here like,
what? Why you come get me when they? Why you come get me when you saw that?
Because I was in the middle of my reaction.
Oh,
what's good, Talos? But like I said, when I watched it, and like I said, one of the characters said literally, and I quote, "Man, hunting goblins gonna be a breeze and all that shit." Damn. But the minute you see the motherfuckers, you go scared still. There's even a scene in the fucking episode where the girl is pissing her pants. literally pissed herself. I mean, like I said, they're naive little shits. They don't know what the fuck they themselves into. They're just thinking, oh yeah, you know, I can just level up and shit when I kill these goblins and all that bullshit. And I'm like, no. Like, really? Don't you dare. Like, don't do that. Like, it's I can't stand characters like that, especially the motherfucker with the long sword. You hit your sword up against the motherfucker. Up against the motherfucker's stalactite. And that's how you die. Cause you dropped your motherfucking sword.
And he was a claymore too. That's my second favorite type of sword. That's my second favorite sword. You a bitch.
I watched this shit. And I literally said, "This is how you dying." Now, granted, yeah, y'all killed a few goblins that I'll give you. Especially old girl who was bragging about, oh, I graduated from the academy. I know what I'm doing. Bitch, you get tripped. You get stabbed. And you almost get raped. But then Goblin Slayer come and stab you in the throat. Now, what was all this shit about you graduating from the academy, but the minute you see Goblin, you go fucking pale in the face? This shouldn't be a problem for you, right? You graduated from the academy.
No experience, though.
Some bullshit.
Sounds like the show just made your ass mad.
It didn't make me mad. And like I said, no, it didn't make me mad. The motives of the characters made me mad. The show as a whole, because I'm gonna be real with you, I like Goblin Slayer. He ain't got, I don't know his name yet. Don't nobody tell me.
Don't spoil the shit, please.
Right.
Whoever typing right now, you spoil this shit, you permabanned. Permaban means permanently banned. Don't do it.
Basically. But yeah, I watched the shit. I enjoyed it. No problems. Will I continue to watch it? I will only continue to watch it if they kept that same fucking energy. If you keep the same energy, the same pace as the first episode did, i.e., bring in all the action, all the fucking action, all of it, then I will keep watching. If this shit even dies down 2 episodes in a row, I'm dropping it. And this is just on some real shit. This is just on some real shit. I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it like a bad habit.
Like hot grits.
Not like hot grits. I don't want to drop hot grits.
It burn your ass, you dropping. But
like I said, I'm dropping it.
Damn.
Because
I ain't got no interest in it. I'm after watching fucking Devilman Crybaby.
Nothing phases you anymore once you watch stuff
after
like
you watch Devilman Crybaby
or Berserk. Things like this won't phase
nothing
you anymore.
Shit like gory shit and brutal killings and anime don't fucking get me no more. Because in fucking Crybaby, everything's in vain, nigga. I ain't spoiling shit. I'm just saying everything's in vain. Nothing at the end of that series, nothing matters. Nothing.
At all. Nothing
The Lord said, I will cleanse thee. And that's it.
And cleansed he did.
Main character, I love him. I love my boy. But guess what? It's all in vain.
In all honesty, Talos, Crybaby didn't ruin no style of anime for me. I knew anime was always dark. I knew it was.
Yeah, I've seen the original. I've seen the original. I've seen fight scenes and stuff from the original. It's basically the same. It's just this one's more updated than new shit, and the story's kind of tweaked. But other than that,
it's like Devilman in modern times because there was that one scene where everybody was on social media.
yeah,
Yeah, it's more like Devilman in modern times.
yeah. And the story's a little bit more tweaked out, but it's still the same story, but it's a few changes here or there. But yeah, after watching Devil May Cry Baby, I'm never watching that shit again. I don't give a fuck. I'm not. You can't pay me to rewatch that shit.
I'll watch it again.
No, not me. I'm done, nigga. Everything's in vain. Nothing, man.
I'll definitely watch the motherfucker again.
Yeah, you think Goblin Slayer is bad? Go watch Crybaby and go watch Crybaby and come back to me. I'll give you all my handles. I'll give you everything you can message me on. Be like, hey man, I watched it. How'd you feel? Everything's in vain, just like you said. Yes, nigga. Yes.
Oh, by the way, tomorrow before the stream, we will be reacting to the latest death battle, which is Master Roshi.
Yes. I have not watched it. The only thing I've seen of this death battle is the sneak peek that they played, the 30-second sneak peek they played on their podcast. I don't know. Don't ask me shit. I don't know who wins. I don't know who the next fight is.
Me?
Niggas be asking me like. Because usually, I skip the fight and just see who the next fight is. That's it. But this time, I ain't doing that. So, everybody gonna be surprised in this motherfucker.
I'll be surprised.
If you in the chat right now, you seen the death battle, don't say shit.
Don't say that damn thing.
You getting perma banned. Perma. Her name is Perma. She's gonna come to your house and she's gonna bang you. Gonna have a crushed pelvis, bitch. Permanently.
Nope, don't tell us the next fight.
Don't tell me the next fight either. I don't want to know that. If I want to know the next fight, I'm gonna go look at it my damn self.
Right. We don't want no shit. We don't want no damn thing.
Dork. Fuck. But y'all stay tuned tomorrow for the final part of Kingdom Hearts Weekends, Birth by Sleep. I'm doing all the Aqua shit. And Sunday, we will be starting Spider-Man.
Hopefully, he can also do the DLC, ladies and gentlemen.
Fuck it, I'm just going. Fuck it, I'm just getting the shit tonight. Fuck it, get all of it.
Yeah, well,
no,
but don't
I ain't gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna do it tomorrow night. I got shit to do tomorrow.
Yeah, me too, actually.
So yeah, bacon.
You also say you want to talk about the Kamen Rider movie.
Oh yeah, okay. Kamen Rider Amazons, The Final Judgment. Kamen Rider Amazons is basically a rebooted. Well, basically, it has a season 1, a season 2, and it has a movie that just came out. It is a rebooted, kind of alternate universe of the original Kamen Rider Amazon. Kamen Rider Amazon is a Showa writer from the first generation, but this series is basically a reboot of him. It ain't him. It's a reboot of his concept. So in this Kamen Rider series, yes, it is bloody, it is gory, it's dark, you watch the series and there's a gray scale to everything. Like, it's gray. Like, it ain't I don't mean like black and white, but I mean like, you know how you watch a show and everything's kind of dimmed down and it's gray and shit. Yeah, there ain't no
monotone.
Yeah, it's monotone. Ain't no bright exuberant colors in this bitch. But yeah, basically, in this movie, it's 2 years after season two. Basically we live well not in a world, but Japan has monsters called Amazons, and it's basically like a disease. It's kind of like a disease. Basically, you can be born an Amazon, or you can be like you can transmute the disease and shit. But yeah, you basically you look human, but you eat people. Like you eat humans. You look human, but you eat. You also have like a monster form. You know, you could transform into a big monster and whatever. And the only reason Amazons eat people because we have protein in us, and protein is what sustains an Amazon. So yeah, they need massive amounts of protein. Regular food does not sustain them. If I'm an Amazon and I've never eaten a person, like I know I'm an Amazon, but I've never had the taste of human blood in my mouth, then I'm basically harmless. Because I can also eat regular food and it will sustain me. But if I ever smelled human, like let's say like somebody was bleeding next to me and I smelled their blood, my Amazon instincts will kick in. I'll try to eat that person. Is whole animal instinct shit. So the writers, they're all Amazons too, but they use a belt to transform, and they're basically the strongest Amazons. And all the writers kill other Amazons and they eat them. Like yeah, some of the writers will eat each other, like, and all the writers are named. All the writers are called come out of Amazon, but they're either Amazon Alpha, Omega, Sigma, or Neo. So right now, throughout the seasons, we have like this whole plot-driven story and whatever. The main character is Mizawa Haruka, who is Kamen Rider Amazon Omega. We have Jin, who is Kamen Rider Amazon Alpha. You have Jin's son, who is Kamen Rider Amazon Neo. Then you have Neo Alpha, which is the main antagonist for the movie, and you also have Sigma, who was basically a zombie guy, who was basically one of their friends who died, but he got experimented on or whatever, and they brought back to life. And he became Amazon Sigma. Right now, all the Amazon writers are dead. None of the Amazon writers were really friends. Like they teamed up at some points, but no one's friends. Like no one's like, oh, best buddy, friend, buddy and shit. They will fight each other. They will try to eat each other, but only time they'll team up is if some big imminent threat is around. So season three, the movie basically starts off with, it's Haruka. He's with his sister and whatever. Well, he's still running from the big foundation that's trained up people to kill Amazons and whatever. Throughout the movie, we see that there's this big orphanage, and this orphanage and later on you find in the orphanage that hey, all these children in this orphanage are Amazons. All these children that were in this orphanage are Amazons. They're Amazons that haven't eaten people yet, and they're like super polite and shit. So when these children find a new family, they're not finding a family. These kids are being sold off, and people are eating them. So yeah, the kids know this. The kids know that they're being groomed to be eaten. So they eventually do free all the kids, but some of the kids that actually do end up turning into Amazons. They have to kill all the kids. All the kids die. All the kids die. All the kids die except for like me. It's like 50 something kids in here, and only like 12 of them survive. We have Amazon Omega and Alpha and Omega. After they're the last two Amazon writers, basically. Amazon Neo, which is Alpha's son, he died in season 2 at the end. Amazon Sigma, he died in season 1, and Amazon Neo Alpha, he died in this movie. Neo Alpha was killed by Alpha. He ripped his arm. Alpha ripped his arm off, and he impaled him through the chest and ripped his head off, and then ate the rest of his body. And then Alpha got stronger. Fuck it. It was bloody. It was whatever. By the end of the movie, we have Alpha and Omega have their final battle, and Jin, one of the main characters, he finally dies. Jin and Haruka fight all the time. Like they're always gonna fight. They teamed up before. They tried to eat each other, but they're both dead. Or the only writer, the last freaking writer, the only writer that's left alive is Haruka. Because he's like, I don't want to, I'm an Amazon, yes, but I don't want to eat people. So he vowed to never eat people. But a lot of times he's really weak and he needs to eat people. So a lot of he kind of loses a lot of fights or whatever. This movie he did try to commit suicide because he did eat he did eat another girl. He did eat this girl. She told him to eat her. Like, she's an Amazon too. So he told, like, I need you to eat me so you can get the strength to beat him. So he ate her and whatever after the whole fight's over and whatever. And everything's kind of good. All the Amazons have been killed except for the kids and whatever. All the kids are being taken care of in this new orphanage. And they've been taught to, live for yourself and whatever. Live, be your own person, live and whatever, despite what you are, despite what kind of creature you are, you still have the right to live. So at the end of it, all the Amazons, all the main Amazons and stuff are dead, and the only rider left is Omega, and he rides off into the sunset on his bike. That's the end. So when I saw it, I was like, throughout the movie they say that the only way for all the Amazons to die and all this shit to stop is for Alpha and Omega to die. Jin and Haruka need to die. Jin's dead now. Jin's finally dead. Like, he's finally gone. So only one is left is Haruka. So that makes me think, oh, there's still gonna be more after this because Haruka's still alive. This ain't gonna end until Haruka's dead. I thought they killed each other. I was feeling like their last fight they was doing was brutal as hell. It was shit exploding, there's blood all over the ground and whatever. I'm thinking this is gonna be the final fight. I'm thinking these guys are gonna die. I'm thinking at least one of them's gonna die, and it was Jin. He died and rolled down the hill. Like, he died. He in his civilian form, all bloody and shit, got bite marks and bullet wounds and all kind of shit in him, and he just he's gone. So I'm sitting here thinking, is Haruka gonna die? No, he rides off into the sunset on his bike, and I'm like, okay, season 3. Yeah, but I love the Amazons series. They've never appeared in any other Rider stuff. They're like kind of excluded. The only time they were ever in any other Rider movie, they were in the X8 movie. X8 had to fight Alpha, Omega, and Neo, but that was it. Other than that, they've never been in anything. They've never been mentioned or anything in any other thing because it's kind of too greedy and shit for other Rider shit. But yeah, I give the movie a solid 8.5. Solid 8.5. It's good. It's good. If you've watched like season 1 and 2, you get everything that's going on, and the movie kind of has its own plot and its own thing. So it's not really. You don't have to watch this. You don't have to watch season 1 and 2 to really know what's going on. I mean, for character-wise, yeah. If you want to know who all these people are, yeah, watch season 1 and season 2. But yeah, this movie is its own thing, its own story. It's continuing everything, but it's his own thing that's happening on the side. So, but yeah, that's my little bleh review on Amazon's Final Judgment. Probably gonna watch it again.
You say you had another topic?
Oh, all right. I was talking to this more topic, but I was talking to an old friend of mine. Well, he's my cousin, really. I haven't seen him in like 8 years, but his name's CJ. But we was talking like, we was like, how you have those like conversations when we wasn't high. I'm just letting that we wasn't high and nothing. But you know how people have like those weird conversations and stuff when they high and stuff like that. Like, he brought up to me math, like math in general. Math is like a universal language because even like here in any other continent or in any other continent, any other part of the world, 2 is the same. So if I say, hey, I got 2 cups, in Japan, that's still 2 cups. It's like when he asked me like what point in time did we decide that that one object sitting next to another object that are the same object is 2? Like, what point in time did we really like say that? Because like math, like you said, math is a universal language. All over the world, 2 + 2 is 4. Like nowhere, as far as we know, nowhere else in the world 2 + 2 isn't 4. Also, other languages. When it comes down to other languages, do you think the English language is boring? Like our language that we speak right now. Do we think that, like, to me, like the English language is boring because you hear all these other languages and how beautiful they sound and how all the words and syllables and stuff flow with each other and stuff like that. But with English, it's like a straight line.
But guess what?
It's like a straight bumpy line.
But guess what?
Chicken butt?
Don't do that shit.
I've been doing it all day, my bad.
But anyway, going back to what I'm saying about this. Although true, English is one of those languages that feels like, okay, well, here's the thing about English. It's a language that is not perfected. English is not perfected. People can say, oh yeah, I speak perfect French and all that stuff. People can say, oh, I speak perfect English. That's a damn lie. And here's why I say it's a lie. Because of the simple fact of it being the boring one, it is one of the hardest languages to learn. It is, if not, one of the hardest languages to learn. And that's just facts.
Yeah, there's nothing really special about it.
Well, actually, when it comes to English, it's derived from another language. Our alphabet is derived from another language. And people switched it up into that, into what it is.
It's like, it's so boring. It's like
the only reason why it's boring is because you're so used to speaking.
Yeah, because we grew up, because that's the first language. That's what the language that we learned growing up and stuff like that. And as we grew up, yeah, it was hard to like move your mouth to say this, to say and stuff like how we how we pronounce words and stuff like that.
Right.
Like, who decided? Why does PH make pho? Like, that's one thing I always like. Why does PH make pho? Also, what is the point of silent letters? Because there are words that you say them, but hey, say this, but don't pronounce this letter that's in there. Then why is it there? If I'm not gonna sit here and pronounce it, why is it there? Like there's okay. There's a word called comp. There's a word called I'm pronouncing it bad. I'm pronouncing it the bad way on purpose right now. There's a word called comptroller. COMP troller. So I'm like, but you're supposed to say comptroller. So if I'm supposed to say comptroller, why is the P there? Is that for show? Like, I always like. Also, some words like, okay, if I spell Q, what is it? It's QUE. If I look at that for the first time, I'm gonna say QE. No, it's pronounced Q. Why is the E there? Like, I literally was thinking about this. Like, why is that there? What is this for? Like, it just seemed like a lot of things, a lot of letters just there to be there. There to look cool, or there to be pretty. No, fuck that. But yeah, I'm done. I just want to know what y'all think about that.
When I think about it, is when it comes to languages being derived from wherever you want to learn it. Because that's the thing about it. Once you get used to a language, of course you want to learn a new one. That's what expands vocabulary. The
Yeah.
curiosity, the thought process of people is what makes them want to continue expanding their minds. Like, yeah, I know English. I'm not perfect at English, but I know it. People can sit up here and say, "Yeah, I'm perfect at English." The only way you're perfect at English is if you can pronounce every word correctly, but you can't. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because exactly what Toxic Spike says. The silent word, the silent
Silent letter.
letters.
Yeah, and plus there are words right now that we don't that people pronounce that we don't people pronounce now that we're not pronouncing correctly right now.
There
Like,
are words in English that we don't even know the meaning of.
yeah. Okay, we all okay, when you go get a medicine, you say prescription, right?
Right?
Like, you say prescription. Your doctor says prescription. So, but it's not you're not pronounce but it's pronounced prescription. That's the correct way to pronounce it. It's pronounced prescription. So I'm like, when you've been saying this same word for like so long, if I've been saying prescription for so long, trying to say prescription, like, you got to get your brain used to that because you're used to saying prescription.
Just like Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, Doctor Seuss. Yeah, like, you know what? This is gonna fuck up the masses right now. If you didn't know this, Doctor Seuss. That's not how you pronounce it. It's pronounced Doctor Seuss, like soy sauce, bitch. It's pronounced Doctor Seuss, and that's like my whole childhood was a lie. I read all Dr. Seuss's book, Cat in the Hat, The Grinch, Walk It in My Pocket, The Larks. Like,
One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish,
hell yeah, it's like it's pronounced it's Dr. Seuss.
green eggs and ham.
And guess what? His name was and plus guess what? He made that shit up. Dr. Seuss, Dr. Seuss. His name is Gilbert.
Right. His last name's not even Seuss.
Yeah, the whole Dr. Seuss shit. That's a separate persona. Dr. Seuss, my bad. It's all a lie. Oh, it's probably some other. Hey, if any of y'all type in the chat, oh, y'all didn't know it was Seuss, shut up. Shut up. Don't say a damn thing. Take your
Because
smart ass over there.
because if you already knew, why didn't you say anything?
Yeah, you bastards. I'm
Exactly.
sorry, I love y'all. But yeah, it's like, okay, like, you know how people say finding your niche? Like, I'm gonna find my niche in life. It's niche.
Yeah, it's
I,
niche.
I ain't know that. I always say niche.
Nah, it's niche.
I'm
Never
like,
found a reason to do it.
the hell? It's like, come on, man. This is words suck. Because you grow up and you know, sometimes sometimes ch, and some words isn't even ch. Ch, like, sometimes it's not even in certain words, it's not even that. I'm like, bro, how does all shut up. I'm like, no, fuck it. I'm done. Whatever. If you don't DM me talking about the Dr. Soy shit. It's true.
Yeah, it's fact. Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Soyce, nigga. Why that sound like a rap name?
A
Hey man,
mind
you heard
blow
that?
rap name.
Hey man, you heard the new album by Dr. Soyce? Yeah, yeah. That shit is
No,
fire.
no.
Hey man, they got a hidden bonus track on his shit. You got you only get it if you pre-order it though.
What the hell? What does that do mean? What do our names mean? You mean our actual names?
My name, oh yeah, like, oh, Devin. My name means simple farm boy, and I'm good at growing apples. Yep.
Mm.
Go ahead, GT. Tell him what Gavin means. He was proud as fuck of it when he found out.
You goddamn right, I was proud as fuck, and I still am.
Go ahead, say
My
it loud and proud.
my name Gavin, which is Welsh.
Well, wow, as well.
Yeah. Its origins is Welsh, and its origins of it being Welsh. It came from the original name. The original term of my name is Gawain. And Gawain is one of King Arthur's knights of his round table. And my name, Gawain or Gavin, means White Hawk of Battle or Hawk of Battle.
Yeah. White Hawk bad. He was happy. He found out he was happy as fuck. He was smiling and shit.
Cause I'm proud of my name, nigga. Shout out to my fucking auntie.
Thank you, auntie.
Me that name.
Yeah, nigga, I'm the White Hawk of Battle. Nigga, we going to war.
It's either White Hawk of Battle or Hawk of Battle. Either way, it really doesn't matter.
Well, White Hawk of Battle sounds a little bit cooler.
I like Hawk of Battle.
Like White Hawk of Battle is just this big white hawk. And he's glowing with light, with armor on, flying into the battlefield, summoning thunder and killing niggas.
I see myself as using more earth or wind.
Well, every time you flap, create tornadoes. But yeah, my name's simple. I'm just a farm boy, and I'm good at growing apples. Also, I have a. It says a keen sense. A person has a keen sense of okay. It's been a minute, but it's like a keen sense. Like I can understand and feel the emotions of people and animals. So yeah.
Makes sense.
Cause like no matter what, cause I kind of felt that way. Cause like no matter what, as I grew up, every animal, no matter how messed up or like vicious they were, I could always like it. I was never bitten or anything. Cause I could just like if a dog, like my uncle had like mad dogs. I have a few uncles that were like pit bull breeders, right? So they had like big dogs, and they had like big motherfuckers that was like rah, 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 like when they see somebody new they can really kill. I could just like walk up to all of them. They don't even know me. I'll walk up to all of them and I just pet all of them and I leave. And it's like I was always able to do that with all kind of animals and shit. So yeah.
So when it comes to our names, whether they are simple or unique,
it's us.
It all comes down to, are you proud of your name?
Yeah, I like my name. I do. Cause you know, my name is Devin Mathis, or Devin Jameer Mathis. I would rather my middle name be my first name, cause my middle name is French, and Jameer stands for like Ice Prince. So, but my name originally wasn't gonna be Devin. Like my name was gonna be. Yeah, my name was my name was gonna be Taj, like Tosh. My name was gonna be Taj Jameer Walker, and Walker is the last name. Walker is my grandfather's last name. So yeah, my name was gonna be Taj Jameer Walker. My name was also gonna be Devin Lewis Walker, and Lewis Walker is my grandfather. It's my mom's dad name. I was gonna be named after my grandfather, which I kind of cool, you know, Devin Lewis Walker. That should be dope, but you know, my mom just went ahead. She kept the first name and the middle name, and she just changed the last name.
My almost name was Darby. Really don't know what it means, but I just know it was all. I just know my name was almost Darby, and that's where my middle name derived from, which is DRB.
And Tillman is your dad's last name, right?
Yep.
Yeah, my middle name was probably either like my last name. My last name is well, my last name is Mathis, but my last name could have also been Barney because I got people in my because I have. If you know anybody whose last name is Barney or Mathis or Cockfield, they're probably related to me. 'Cause my family's huge. I got cousins I've never met. Like recently after this past Thanksgiving, my uncle found found my long lost great uncle. I've never met him. Like I've never met him. Apparently, his name is Jesse. His name is Jesse Barney, and he left. He basically got up and left the family for 70 years, and nobody could find him. He just got up. He just like left, and he's living in Florida right now because my uncle found him, and when my uncle found him, Uncle Jesse didn't know that he didn't know anything. He didn't know he knew who he was, and he knew about the rest of the family and stuff, but he didn't know that my grandma died, my great grandma died, my great auntie died. He didn't know nothing. He didn't know nothing about that. So yeah, right now he's living. Now my great uncle is living with my uncle down there in Florida. They finally found him. He was he old like you left the family for 70 years. You imagine that? Like you ain't talked to nobody for 70 years. I hope I get to meet him one day. I do, cause I mean I kind of want to hear this dude. I kind of want to hear this dude's story. But yeah.
Hmm. I don't know much about my family.
I mean, I know lots about. I mean, I know about my folks because I know, because I mean, I ask. Me and Kimura kind of, me and my sister, my little sister, we kind of ask and stuff like that because I know my great grandma had like a quilt, had like I heard, well, I don't know for sure, but she had like a big like comforter, like a quilt that had the names of all of our like dead relatives during her time. All of our dead relatives on it had it had the names of all of them on it, and my grandma kind of hid it away. My great grandma, she kind of hid it away because she was like, I don't want to, because she couldn't take all their deaths, so she kind of hid it away. I don't know the full story, but I have to ask my mom, my older cousins, or my aunties and stuff, because they know. But yeah, it was like it was just all this stuff she had hidden away and stuff like that. Um, my I also found we had a cousin who did the same thing my uncle did, but we don't know where. But they don't know where he is. Like he just got up and left too. Like you don't know where this dude is. So yeah, I mean I know a lot about my folks because I ask. Because like because I kind of like I want to know like how is this person my cousin, and why do I call like I have like aunts and uncles that I call auntie and uncle, but they're not my auntie and uncle because they are. I mean like I just call them that because they're way older than me, but they're actually my cousins. Like I have cousins that I call my auntie and uncle, but they're actually my cousins. Like my auntie Melinda, I don't call her cousin Melinda. I call her auntie Melinda because she's way older than me. She's 50. So I also found I have a third sister. I have a baby sister on my dad. I have another baby sister on my dad's side that I'm probably never gonna meet. She's 2 years old. I have pictures of her. She's 2 years old now. I found my big sister. My big sister April, she's 30. I have a niece and a nephew. I have a niece and a nephew that I've never met. So I was like, I probably have. I'm. If my dad, I mean, I have to ask my dad some more stuff, but I probably have some more siblings out there that I've never met and he's never told me about.
Right.
But yeah, man, there's some mysteries and shit.
Yep, mysteries. I mean, like I said, I really don't know anything about my dad's side of the family. I only know just what my family allows on my mom's side. So there's that. I mean, my dad's side, I want to get to know them. But the thing about it is, I know I am the only child on my dad's side.
Yeah, so you know that you're your dad's only kid.
Yeah, I am my father's only child.
Yeah.
Because my dad does not have any more children, at least not to my knowledge. And I mean, my mom talking about I might have a sister, but I'm not gonna sit up there and say that I do.
Until you like have concrete evidence and stuff like that.
Right. But seeing that my dad's no longer with us, I don't know if I ever get that evidence.
Unless unless somebody on his side of the family came out and contacted you and told you. But what's the chances of that happening?
I don't know. And the thing
Well,
about my
I mean,
dad's side of the family is they're very open.
yeah, okay, that's
They're
good.
very open people. They're not. They're not assholes or anything. I just know that
Yeah,
they're busy. I honestly just know that they're busy. That's why I don't mess with them like that. I don't really
yeah,
ask them questions about my dad and all that stuff.
yeah. Because like, I mean, I feel like if that did happen, I feel like it could happen. 'Cause remember that time we were at Walmart and this random woman just came and talked to you and said, "Hey, I'm your cousin."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like stuff like that has happened to me too. Like I could be out somewhere and this random person starts talking to me and they say my mom's name, my grandma's name, my great grandma's name, and I'm like, yeah, I'm your cousin. I'm like, for real? And then I call my mom and then stuff like that. I'll tell her about it. I say, yeah, that's your cousin. So I'm just like, I have family that I have family like that I've never met growing up. Like I have found I've never met growing up or now. Like, and it's weird. Like that's why I can't date in Albany. Like I really can't. I recently just found out that one of my cousins I have a cousin that lives in New York that was on America's Next Top Model.
Hmm.
Like my mom was like, yeah, that's your cousin. Have I ever met her? No. So I just got folks scattered everywhere. I found out I have family I found out I have family in New Orleans. I found out I have family in New York. I got loads of family in Florida. I got cousins and aunties all up in Florida. Like it's I got full. I just wish like, I kind of wish I knew who my folks was to a degree. Like, I wish I knew who my folks was. That way I don't
Mm.
feel awkward. That way I don't feel awkward when when this random person starts talking to me and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm your cousin or stuff like that. Because I always ask my mom to clarify. I always ask my mom or aunt or cousin to see if this person is like, yeah, and usually always right.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the only reason why they know you is because your parents probably introduced you to them when you were really little.
Yeah, I mean, it's something for I know it's like I know it's kind of like a special thing. Cause I know some people like I know that like I can actually remember. Well, not like completely remember, but like I remember like images and like stuff like when I was a baby, like when I was like 3 or 2, and I have one memory of when I was 2 and I was crawling down the hallway at my grandma's house, and I was calling my granddad's name, and that was like my first word.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, oh yeah, I mean, it's really like I'd be real interested in like knowing who my folks are and stuff like that, and that because like growing up, like like when I was young, growing up, I was around everybody. It was like I was always around family all the time. Like I wasn't just raised by my mom. I was raised by grandma, granddad, my other grandma, other granddad, my aunts, uncles, cousins. I was raised by everybody. I was always around. Me and my little sister, we was around everybody all the time. So we weren't just like it wasn't just me, my mom, my sister. Well, a majority of for a long time, it was just me, my mom, and my sister living together. But I've lived with everybody, just about. So, like my mom always tells me that. My mom always tells me so. Like when y'all were growing up, y'all got all the love in the world. Like y'all had it was everybody wanted to be around y'all and love on y'all and stuff like that. You was around somebody. You was around so much love, and I yeah, she was right.
I mean, I mean, for me, I don't know if I was really around my family like that, but I do know one memory. And it's one memory I will never forget. Apparently, I predicted the future.
Shit.
This is a joke.
Oh,
I can't really predict the future.
okay. I'm about to ask you some
Disclaimer.
questions.
But anyway, now this is what happened. So when I was little, I think my mom said I was like 2. I was in her room watching Barney. And as I was watching Barney, minding my 2-year-old business, my uncle, I'm only saying he my uncle because most people don't know who I'm talking about. My uncle came in my mama's room and changed the channel. I cried. He telling me to hush, but I was crying.
I feel your pain.
5 minutes. And as he stayed in there for a good 5 minutes, he left. I already know what channel Barney was on, so I grabbed the remote and I changed it back to Barney. He left, so I was thinking, okay, I ain't gonna see him no more. And what happened after this was basically whatever Tuck, you hate that show, don't know, don't care, it's not my problem, it's my story. Going back
Barney
to
is
what I was
forever.
saying.
Fuck you.
Okay, so going back to what I was doing about my situation. So I'm sitting and everything, laughing, having a good old time. He comes back, changes the fucking channel again. I didn't like that. I started crying more. I started crying and crying and crying and crying. He told me to hush. So I called him a motherfucker.
He's like, hush, motherfucker. You motherfucker. Oh shit. Continue. I'm sorry. That was just funny. Go ahead.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. So I like apparently from what my mom said, she said I just kept repeating it.
Motherfucker, motherfucker, motherfucker.
That basically like that. And my mom, okay, no, he was like, "What did you say?" And I kept saying it. I kept saying it. I did not stop saying it. He was about to get ready to whoop me. Apparently, my mom heard the commotion, and when she walked in there, he had the belt getting ready to beat my ass. But my mom came to him, and he was like, "Did you just hear what he just called me?" And she said, "I sure did." And then he was like, "Oh, you gonna whoop him?" And she was like, "No." And then he was like, "Well, why you ain't gonna whoop him? He cussed at me." And my mom was like, "Because he was in here first. He wasn't doing nothing to nobody. He wasn't doing nothing but watching TV. You came in here and you changed the channel. If I had known this, I would have told you not to come back here." When he left, my mom looked at me. She said, "Don't say that again." I told her I was sorry. And apparently, I was surrounded by a lot of love too. Like my cousins, my aunts, they always want to hug and kiss on me and hold me and all that stuff. They always wanted me around and all that junk.
Oh yeah. Know how that feel. I was
Yeah,
a baby, baby.
yeah. They always want me around. They always be like, "Ooh, I want to watch him" and all that junk. And my sister used to take me everywhere with her because either my mom would make her, or she would want me to be around her friends, or my mom would take me places with her, and I'd be around her friends, and my mom be like, "You call her auntie or you call her your cousin," and all that junk.
Yeah. Um, I have one. I remember my big sister. I was 5 years old, and she. This is when we were. This is where we were in Atlanta visiting because I was 5, and my dad's side of the family wanted to see me. So we was in Atlanta for like a good almost a year, and my big sister was obsessed with me. Like she would pick, she babied me like a motherfucker, and she would hold me and cuddle me and all kinds of stuff. And the only thing, the last thing I remember, I haven't talked to my big sister in years. Like I just recently found her. I recently found my big sister earlier this year. Her name's April. Um,
Go
the
figure.
the only the last memory I have of my big sister's voice telling me, she asked me, "Do you love me?" And I said, "Yes." And then she was just so upset. I love I that was like one of the coolest, best moments of my life because I always remember that. Like from 5 years old, that's like one of my like, best memories. I will always remember that. Even when I eventually talk to her again, I'm gonna tell her about that because she was like a second, almost like a second mom to me. Well, eighth mom because all my aunties and cousins are. I got a cousin now. Every time we both grown. She done she done traveled the world, went to been in the military, all that shit, and went to all kind of colleges and got all these degrees and stuff like that. And every time I see her, she hugging, kissing me. We the same height. I'm 6 foot. She's 6 foot. And she every time I see her, she's hugging me, kissing me, whatever. You know, okay, Gab, you remember the auntie and uncle that you met
Mm-hmm.
at my mama house?
Mm-hmm.
Her daughter. Her name Shakira. Her name Shakira, but we all call her Tank because that's her nickname, Tank. Drew. Okay, my big cousins Drew and Tank. They brother and sister. My big cousins Drew and Tank were my favorite cousins to be around. They were my cousin. They were the cousins that got me into video games. They were the cousins that got me into video games, anime, or like starter pack. And I don't like to say starter pack, but starter pack anime, like they got me into Dragon Ball. You know, they had all my uncle, the uncle that you met, my uncle Charles. This
Mm-hmm.
dude has like a big collection of He has the original cassette tapes for Dragon Ball, first episode of Dragon Ball from Z all the way to the end of GT. You go in his
Dang.
room, you go in his room, they all sitting right there on this big counter, and they all in order. He had all the movies on cassettes. So I saw Cooler's Revenge and Meta Cooler and Lord Slug and Garlic Jr. I saw all those movies on cassette tapes. Like my cousins got me into Pokemon because when Pokemon first came out, I went with them to go to Toys R Us. They got their first game. I got my first Game Boy and stuff like that. They got me into games. My cousin Drew is he got me into Transformers, Pokemon. Well, him and Tank got me into Pokemon. He got me into Mortal Kombat. He got me into a little bit of Street Fighter, kind of Street Fighter. He kind of got me into fighting games, and he is the first person to introduce me to Mega Man X. They had a Super Nintendo 6. They had the Super Nintendo 64 with Mega Man X on there, and every time I went over there, I played that game. And eventually, I was kind of like, I was the baby. I was the youngest. By the time I was born, all my cousins were like in middle school and high. My big cousins were like middle school and high school. So they had all the games and stuff like that. And whenever they were getting rid of something, like, okay, I got a Game Boy Advance now, so I'm gonna give my Game Boy Color to Devin. Like I got their games, I got their old toys, stuff like that. You know, my uncle and auntie, they're bowling champions. They're bowling champions. You go to their house, they have like um this big like wardrobe basically of like their prize, their trophies, their their most valuable and prized bowling balls and stuff like that. They're bowling champions. They got their own gloves and a team and shit. Like it's dope. And then I would wait like whenever I spent the night over there when I was little, I go in the den and they got this big TV and my uncle and my auntie are sitting there playing Mario. Just sitting there playing co-op Mario. It was dope. Like every time I went over there, it was always a fun time. Even though my big cousin used to pick on me on all hell. They used to scare the shit out of me all the damn time. They'd turn the lights off in the hallway, jump out, and go scare me and shit. Like one time, me and my cousin Drew, we went out and we hunted rabbits. We didn't kill them. He just shot them with a pellet gun, and then he picked them up and let me hold them and stuff, and we let them go. But we never killed anything. We just let them go and whatever. But yeah, I got some memories with them. They always tell me like, yeah, Devin used to be so scary. I'm like, man, shut up, man. Every time I see you, yeah, Devin used to be so scary. We used to scare Devin all the time. I'm like, man, we used to make Devin cry all the time. Yeah, I was, man, forget y'all, man. I was little, man. Why y'all do that to me, man? Fuck y'all, man. I used to be like that. I was like, man, we just playing around.
Well, you had to learn fear.
Yeah, and eventually, by the time I got like 10 and 11, they couldn't scare me no more. Like he's like, Devin ain't scared no. Devin ain't scared no more. I guess we're gonna have to find different ways. Cause Devin ain't scary no more. Like my big cousin though, big cousin Drew, he kind of taught me how to fight. He taught me how to like fight. Taught me how to defend myself. He taught me. He also taught me that hey, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry sometimes. Like it's okay to cry sometimes and stuff like that. Like him and my cousin James, they used to pick on me a lot and whatever, and it'd be like, and they'd make me cry and whatever. If I shed like one tear or whatever, he's like, all right, that's cool. It's okay to cry sometimes. We just playing and stuff like that. But I was a little kid, I didn't get it at the time, but it was, eh. I appreciate it. I see what it means now. But yeah, I didn't. Like growing up, like most of my cousins felt like big sisters and big brothers to me, Every time I see my cousin Tank, she's always kissing and hugging me, say, "Hey, remember we used to change your diapers? I used to change his diapers and stuff. We used to practice our makeup skills on him." I'm like, man, shut up! Why y'all talking about that?
Times.
Yeah, it was like, man, be quiet, man. Used to put makeup and lipstick on me, man. I didn't like that stuff. I used to have long hair too, so I had like long curly hair. If I let my hair grow out, it'd be like long and curly, and it was real silky. So it was like they used to play on my hair and stuff like that. I'm like, man, it was good times though. They got me in. They got me in any game you could really think of. They got me into. They had it. They had all the new systems. They had the Super Nintendo. They had Sega Dreamcast. They had the Sega Saturn. They had the Sega CD. You know the big Sega Dreamcast that had like a CD was like a CD thing connected to it, so you could play like CD games on it too. So they had all that shit. It was dope. But yeah, I miss those times.
They were very simple.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, even though I grow, even though I like, that's why I like when I get like new game, when I buy video games and stuff now, I cherish them a lot because I know that I wouldn't be into games as much as I am now if it weren't for my big cousins. Like, and with it, like when I didn't have my mom. We kind of grew up. I grew up with a single mom and stuff like that, raising me and my little sister. So I didn't get video games. Like I rarely got games and stuff. If I had a game, I cherished it. If I had a video game, I cherished it because I knew that my mom sacrificed something to get me this, or everything. I was like I said before, I was the hand-me-down kind of kid. Like I got PS2s and Game Boy. I got PS2s and handheld games and stuff like that from other people. Like my mom knew. Like, I knew on Christmas, like Christmas, my mom. I actually like it was like a few days before Christmas. Me and my mom went somewhere, and she left me in the car and said, "Hey, I'll be back." I think I was like 11, and I was just sitting in the car chilling and whatnot, trying to find something to do because I was bored. And I looked in the glove compartment, and I found my 2 Christmas presents. It was Kingdom Hearts 1 and Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1. It was when I had got my it was when I was like, oh man, mom. I was like, oh, this is dope. Oh, cool. And I put it back in there, pretending like I haven't found them. And then my mom just came and gave it to me. I was like, yeah, because mom knew I wanted those games and stuff like that. So when I got my first PS2, when I got my first PlayStation 2, those were my first 2 games. That's why I love Kingdom Hearts so much, and I love Dragon Ball fighting games so much because those are like my first games. Well, a few of my very first games I ever had. Like, man, I don't think my mom knows about that. I'm gonna tell her about that tomorrow when I see her tomorrow. I'm gonna tell her about that. How long we been going? Let me check.
Don't ask about that.
You're right. I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah. But anyway, when it comes to like my life, for me, I wouldn't say I was a hand-me-down kid. Like I wasn't, considering that my mom worked 2 jobs basically. Like she did hair, but she also worked at day company over here in Albany. So she worked 2 jobs. Not to mention my grandmother and my great grandmother, who are also no longer with us. They would stay giving me stuff. Okay, now my mom, she didn't spoil me. My grandmother gave me money. Like she did a lot of things for me. And considering that I was technically an only child in a sense, because when I was born, my sister was like in high school. I think me and my sister like 15 years apart. So we didn't really bond until I grew up because that's the only way for us to bond. Now, granted, she did get me into Mortal Kombat because she played like a motherfucker. Because the first system I got was a Nintendo 64 with a whole bunch of games to it. And the only reason being is because my mom rewarded me for all the good work I would do in school, such as, oh, getting A's on tests, report cards always looking good. If I do that, then I get this. That's how it was in my family. My dad was also the same way. He was more like, oh, well, you do good in school, you get this, you get that, and all that junk. Now, yes, my mom was also a single parent. My mom, okay, my mom and my dad, although they were not together, I guess they co-parented. Let's put it like that. They co-parented. Like they both their own right. So no, I'm not one of those people who's gonna call my dad like a deadbeat or any of that shit. No, I'm not. I mean, yes, I would like to know why my dad and my mom aren't together anymore, but I know I probably will never get that answer. My mom would probably say something to like me something totally different. So in order for me to find out, I'm just gonna have to just say fucking a lot of it. My father's no longer. Be normal. I mean, yeah, I wanted to know, but there's just some things you won't understand. And my dad told me that when I tried that. Really said just some things you say, okay.
Yeah,
I
my
mean,
mom, my dad. Go ahead.
yeah, it's things like that because my mom said, yes, your dad's a nice man and everything, but I don't really see myself with him. And my dad was like, the same way. So I don't know if they fell out of love with each other, but it's more lines of would they rather be friends? Because that's the thing about my mom and dad, they never married each other. They never married each other. My dad remarried and my mom, well, we're not gonna talk about that. Um, but going about like how I am and considering that other memories when it comes to my family and my upbringing, it was always me and my mom because my sister moved out when she was 18, meaning I was only 3 when she moved out. Well, technically 2, considering that my birthday's at the end of the year. I was only 3. Well, 2. So I couldn't comprehend what my sister was doing, what my sister was, any of that stuff. Now, granted, I know that her having her sons brought us closer because I see those 3 little boys as like part of my world because they reminded me because all 3 of them reminded me of me at one point in my life. They always reminded me of me. Like I always be happy to see them. I don't smile as much, but I know they one of the reasons why I do smile. So honestly, when it comes to family and all that stuff, because it was seen that would be like the main topic here is family. Because Thanksgiving just ended. Shows what you're thankful for, who you're thankful for, and
Yeah,
all that stuff. And Christmas is just around the corner.
yeah. I feel like I feel like every day should be Thanksgiving. You know, not like when I mean like the whole like because we all know that the actual holiday for Thanksgiving is trash, but We love people
what
love.
it is today.
Yeah,
What it
yeah,
is today.
people love. I mean, when I say trash, I mean like the history of it, like the real history and whatever. But besides all that, people love Thanksgiving because it's a time where everybody has time to really everybody has time to get together. You know, everybody has time to see each other. Everybody has time to get together and do stuff together and stuff like that on this day, and that's what makes it meaningful and stuff like that. You see cousins and aunts and uncles you ain't seen in forever, you know, stuff like that. You come back and you hear people's stories and how their life is going and stuff like that, and it was always cool. I always liked being around a big family. I always liked being around. I always wanted a big family, and I have that. I have a huge family, and I always liked having a big family, seeing cousins and stuff like that. You know, it was always cool. So it's like the whole thing about Thanksgiving is like you see folks and you see your family and stuff like that, and then you know whether you don't like your family or not, they're your folks, and you can't change that. But they're your folks, and you got to be thankful for them.
And
So
there's always, and regardless of what people say, there's always someone in your family who you was cool with, whether they with you, whether they're here on this earth or no longer with us. There was someone in your family who you was cool with.
yeah, that you can relate to and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah, because my cousins, well, there were my cousins Drew and Tank, and then there's also my cousins from Florida named EJ, CJ and EJ, Vonnie. You know, them over there, like they were like I was always with like they were like the cousins I could have endless conversations and stuff with. Like they were cousins that were always into the same stuff I was into and stuff like that. I could talk about games, I could talk about anime, I could talk about Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that with them because they were always cool with it. You know, I got my cousin gave my I had a my cousin EJ is like one of the reasons why I got like I got my first PSP and stuff like that. So it's like you always had those family members that like I hope he comes to the family reunion. I mean I know that's kind of bad to say you ain't supposed to have favorites in the family, but it still is like I kind of hope he comes. I kind of hope they come because I kind of don't want to sit here and be awkward, you know.
Right.
But,
I mean, but at this time, y'all, we honestly get ready to come to a close.
yeah. To answer your question, Tucker, who was my first crush? Her name was Erica. Her name was Erica Stevens. In second grade, she was my first crush.
My first crush.
I still know her to this day too.
My first crush, her name was Shanice Shorters, and it was in second grade. I mean, don't get me wrong, we were cool, but we kind of not cool anymore.
Oh,
Considering
did you tell me? Did you tell me about that? Or was it the other girl?
probably another girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. So considering, yeah, so, who it is, yeah, and the only reason why I say we're cool anymore is because I don't think she would probably accept what I've become, i.e., a nerd. Because I was someone saying, "Oh, I don't want to date you," considering that you're a nerd, but that's a whole different story.
Yeah, that's a whole damn can of worms.
For podcast. Toxic, go ahead and say your outro.
Hi,
Your
hey
new
guys.
outro.
The new one. I don't remember it. I gotta remember words. Anyway.
Yes, the new one.
Okay. All right, y'all. Righteous. We out, y'all. This has been your boy Toxic Spike from the RealmBreakers. And we appreciate y'all coming out to the stream, man. It was kind of a chill, laid-back stream. It was kind of regular. This was casual conversation. You know, you guys found, and plus y'all found out some more about us. Y'all found out some more about us on kind of a person, not super personal, but kind of on a personal level. You know, told y'all about our folks and stuff and stuff we like and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but yeah, if we said anything that's kind of like offend you, or like we cussing too much, or kind of vulgar and stuff like that, we are. But this is our shit. So if you feel bad about it, get the fuck off my channel. Well, not ours, our channel. There you go, bro. I did it. Can I go now?
Yeah, you can go.
Yay! Yeah.
All right. But anyway, y'all. So another Friday done. Another round broken. Well, not really.
It went broken. Kind of like
We didn't break a round.
We spared this bitch. You spared. It's spared.
I
For
spared
now.
nothing. I spared nothing. What are you talking about? We didn't break this round, considering that since you got to know us, you're more into a past realm of ours.
Yeah.
So technically, it's more of a revisiting than anything. But anyway, we about to go. It's been a good stream, and I appreciate all those who came out and watched.
Appreciate your questions.
Appreciate your questions. Thank you guys so much. And you'll be catching Toxic Spike tomorrow for the end of Kingdom Hearts weekend. For now, until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out.
Yeah. I'm gonna be playing other games on the weekends, but I'm still like throw some Kingdom Hearts in there every now and then. Not like no full on story stuff, but like maybe some fights and something like that, or me trying to grind up for something. It's still you still gonna get your Kingdom Hearts. It's just not gonna be like how it's been, Right. You're still gonna get it.
Right. Okay, but anyway, guys, you have yourselves a good night, and keep breaking all the realms.
Fucking I'm multiverse up.
Peace, y'all.
Righteous.
And as always, although you feel like we haven't said enough said.
I guess one person can make a difference.
Peace, y'all.
Hey.